Monsterio Delicioso. Hi gang, Bob here. Hey, just an idea. How about we do a Q&A thing over the next few weeks? I'll try to dig up an answer. How about that, eh? Well, starting back from 20 years ago, I thought Glenn Winton was pretty impressive. I think around that time, 20 years ago too, Al Merrick had really quite perfected the thruster in its modern form. In Australia, I was most impressed with Dick Van Stralen in making big twin fins. Couldn't ignore Ryan Birch, the king of asymmetrics. Yeah, Ryan to me is a shining light. And lastly, check the cap. Skip Fry. What Skip's done for gliders in the last 20 years is awesome. Well, still hard to beat Bells Beach, 1965. Got out somehow and I borrowed this big purple Bob Shepherd massive gun. Got out at huge, the biggest day ever according to Claw from Rip Curl. Took a couple. On the second one, the lip just smacked me. The thing with Bells is it doesn't get much shallower. It just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. And so I'm stuck on this giant slope with this huge ball of water and I'm just getting tumbled and tumbled and tumbled and I couldn't hit solid water and come to a halt, you know? So finally, I figured if I made myself stiff, like a stick or a piece of wood, I might jab into the slope below the white water, which I did. I went rigid and went boom and plunged into the wave below the white water. So the white water rumbled past and I just came up to the surface, up to about a foot or 18 inches of foam and I'm gasping for air in there because it doesn't float too well in the foam. Finally got a breath and then I was carried way down to the button at Bells and I think I came in down a winky over the rocks and climbing up the cliff. It was just a long time under, getting tumbled and rumbled, not going into the solid water below. Yeah, the house on the hill, for sure. Most nostalgic and epic because it was the only house on the top of the hill at Lennox. Had a mega view south, all the way to Flat Rock, and all the way north up to Broken Head. The point at Lennox was just peeling along underneath your feet. Shame I went broke and had to sell it. But I've done that about 4 or 5 times, eh? Basically, I was bushing to get to Hawaii in '63 because it was the land of big waves. Farewelling a bunch of friends on the Orsova from Sydney. I jumped on to say goodbye. I didn't get off. Had 5 weeks in Hawaii, empty, Sunset Beach, incredible. And had a nice board. It was shaped by Midget Farrelly, 10'6", perfect for sunset in that era, flat bottom. So I fell in love with Sunset Beach in Hawaii. Got busted, got sent home. All I had to do was pay back the airfare to Pan Am for flying me home. And that was expensive. It was £600 one way, Hawaii. My dad was earning £25 a week as a bank accountant. Yeah, so 6 months' wages to fly one way from Hawaii in those days. Very expensive. I had to shape like crazy to pay off that bill, but that taught me to become a good shaper.